Good morning. It is day 171 and this is my last day on trail. It's a little sad. Wow. 171 days on trail. So let's go back to yesterday. Yesterday, for some reason, I didn't feel like it, but I was motoring. I had a late start. Had to spend a bit of time trying to dry off my tent a bit, wiping it down. It was really misty and pretty cold, but yeah, quite nice. I can't say there was many views. I went along the side of a hill and then dropped down into a valley, and the valley was a bit clearer. And then, yeah, wandered around the valley. Just before leaving the valley and climbing up, it started just lightly raining. Filtered water, there was a bunch of us there all filtering water before the hill. And then climbing the hill, it was a very light rain. A couple of times it went a bit heavier, but generally it wasn't too bad. But it rained all the way up the hill. Oh, wow. And yeah, it was a fairly big hill. Got to the top of the hill, wind picked up just near the top of it, and then it was along the sides of the hills, quite steep and rocky in places, along sort of down a bit, up a bit, and then another down to get to Hart Pass. Stopped raining just as I started going down. It stopped raining and I was able to put the umbrella away. From Hart's Pass, it was on the sides of relatively steep hills for most of it, sometimes swapping over to the other side of the hill and sometimes back. Misty, and then it would clear a little bit, and then misty again, but it wasn't raining. And then, yes, did 30 miles. Oh wow, I'm just happy to be seeing a view, looking down the valley. Last night, I think I heard it just rain very, very lightly for just a couple of minutes, and that was it. The weather forecast had today been absolutely awful, sort of heavy rain. But to my surprise, I've woken up and it is overcast, but there is also little teeny patches of blue sky. I mean, it's cold. I'm gonna have to put my gloves on because my hands are starting to tingle and go numb. But a lot better day than I was expecting. So today I have 23 miles to get to the Canadian border and the monument and the official end point of this trail. So yeah, 23 miles, and that's my journey complete. So it's bittersweet. I mean, nice to finish, not have to get up every single morning and walk, but I have thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, it's going to be sad to finish. And then I will probably stay the night. There's a campground just into the Canadian border. It's 8 miles to get to Manning Park. And from there I try and hitch into Seattle. So yeah. Woohoo! Woohoo! The clouds down in the valley down there. Oh wow, it is cold. My nose is going numb. Whew. Need to get moving faster and warm up, though. I'm not sure that's going to warm my nose up. Whew. Wow. That's beautiful. Oh, there's snow on the hill over there. Woohoo! Most of today is going to be going along the sides of hills. My toes are a little numb too. It's funny, it's only a couple of days ago I was sweating in the intense heat going up a hill, and then yeah, yesterday and today have been cool. Today's colder than yesterday. Yeah, it's autumn or fall. Nice time to be finishing. Yeah, so exciting. I took a little while to get to sleep last night, just thinking about the trail and thinking about finishing. Yeah, obviously at the monument I'm going to talk a little bit more about the journey. Oh, beautiful view down that valley. Hey. Heading downhill, it's not the smoothest of tracks. All the rain has washed all the gravel and it's sort of accumulated in piles randomly. And there's quite a few rocks on the trail as well, just to keep it interesting. And back down into the forest again. Hopefully we climb back up with some more views. That's good timing. I just got an insect fly into my eye. I was trying to peer through it with the camera, and then these two guys came along, so thankfully they were able to get it out. It's the first time I've had an insect in my eye, because it's usually I'm wearing sunglasses. Ooh, going into a burn area. Still got the mists in the valleys down below. There's so many grouse around, and they don't tend to move until I'm really, really close. But thankfully they haven't even given me a fright. I'm not going to be taking any more video. I've got enough video of grouse now. But yeah, it's funny how close they get and just how many there are here. Heading down a hill, I've been zigzagging down for a while. Alright, I'm assuming Holman Pass. Can't see the first letter. 5 miles to Woody Pass. And I'm heading uphill now. I'm assuming it's the uphill all the way to Woody Pass. Not looking at my map. I know I had 23 from the campsite. I know there were only 2 hills over 1,000, so don't really need to look at the map. Just met one guy going south. He's gone to the border. Now he has to walk the 33 miles back to Hart's Pass, and then be very patient trying to get a hitch on a dead end road. And that's what I was going to have to do before my passport turned up, because I couldn't leave the country and re-enter without a physical visa. You can only leave, but now I have the old passport with the physical USA visa. I don't have to walk an extra 33 miles back the way I've come. Instead I have an 8-mile walk into Canada. Oh, poor guy. Ooh, still climbing. A little bit of a view in the open area, and the trail goes along the side there up to the saddle over there. Still climbing. So you can see the track I've been climbing, and came out of the trees just there. So I've climbed quite a way, probably over halfway now. Ooh, that's the top. And it's starting to rain. And zigzagging, down I go. Down, 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 down. And then going along And I'm assuming, oh yeah, and then, oh, there's a bit more of a hill. A few bits of the trail, a little weeny washed out, but still easy enough to get over. Whoa. There we go. Hey! Alright. You can see the trail going. I'm not sure if it's going up to the pass because I see another one up there. I think it is. I think we wind back up again. Pretty dramatic up there. So climbing up to this pass. Whew. It's going hot, cold, hot, cold. Trying to keep my temperature regulated. Whew. Pretty steep climb. Thankfully it stopped raining, so I was able to strip off a bit. And there's a cold wind as well, which is actually nice at the moment, keeping me a bit cooler going up this big hill. Lots of marmots around, a few pika as well. Wow. Looks like there was a more direct trail that came across, but it's completely disappeared under the gravel or scree. So that's why the trail does a zigzag down and then across and then up this part. Ooh. Wow. Good workout. Definitely gonna have to earning this last day. Ooh, there's a panorama. Pretty cool rocky terrain up here. And looks like this is the top just up here. Whew. That's where I've come from. I'm assuming this is the gap that had the 5 mile, or the pass rather, 5 miles to the pass, because it seems like it's about 5 miles. Wow, how quickly it goes from hot and just starting to sweat to cold again. Ooh, still a little more hill. That wasn't the top. Oh, where am I going? Pretty sure I don't have a lot more climbing left. Not a lot of hill above me. Yeah, the temperature changes so quickly. That wind is just bitter cold. Heading along the side of the hill, still very slowly climbing. Just had my first look at the map and I have 9.6 miles to go. It is 10 past 12. So making pretty good time. And I have one hill, sort of medium-sized hill, and then it's downhill all the way. Alright. Oh, horses on the trail. So, trail goes along there and up to the top, and that's the last climb of the trail. Woohoo!
We're all from Washington, and we did just the northern little part of the Crest Trail from Rainy Pass up to the border. So spent what do we got? 7 days.
Yeah, we're at day 7,
so
we'll be out in day 10.
Brilliant. All right.
Oh,
have a good day, guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, way to go. Come on, guys.
Here's respect for you making it the whole way.
Thanks very much. Have a good ride.
You have a good day.
It was nice. Stopped and had a chat with these guys, and they've just hung out at the lake for a while, but yeah, they were just asking about the trail. I said there's one tricky bit, but you'd still be able to get a horse across those bits where the scree had been washed out. Would be quite, yeah, it'll be a challenge, but they'll get across. Alright, so back on trail and up this hill. This is the top of the hill, the last hill of this journey, and it is downhill all the way to Canada, both literally and figuratively. Woohoo! And down, and then taking that track, but quite a nice view from here. Just the top's covered, but seen most of it. Down there, someone's tent. Well, it is downhill, it's not fast downhill. The trail is very rocky. The marmot. There was also a pika for a while as well. There it goes. I think it's along the side of the hill, and then I'm going to drop into a valley that's on the far side of the spur line, and then I'll be following that valley to the border. Lynn just caught me. I just stopped to change shirts, and he was one of the two first thing this morning that caught me. The other guy is the one that took an insect out of my eye, and I'd catch him on the hills and take off, and then I'd stop for some reason and he'd catch up, and then on the next hill just left him for dead. And he came up to me just then and said, "What do you do for training on the hills? How do you just get up so fast?" And I said, "Well, I grew up in New Zealand. New Zealand hiking has a lot of hills and we don't do switchbacks." But yeah, that was a nice little compliment. So that's good. We'll get to he'll get to the border probably only about 5 minutes before me. So someone to take photos of each other. I think that's what he was after as well. Right. It's warmed up a bit now, which is nice. There's occasional bits of sun. This downhill has been great. I did a distance check and we've gone a lot further than I thought. So I am less than 4 miles to go. Woohoo! And look at that. That's a patch of blue sky. There's grey elsewhere, but I'll just look at the blue. Well, I'm glad I decided to ignore the horrible weather forecast and sit out a couple of days waiting for it to pass, because it's been pretty good. I mean, yes, Saturday night, right at the end, I got a little wet. Sunday was a little misty, but it really only rained for a couple of hours. Apart from that, it was just cold and misty. And then today, 10 minutes of very, very light rain, pretty cold. But now I'm seeing blue sky, and it's warmed up enough that I am back in my standard hiking setup. So finishing with some perfect weather. And that's why I always go, and you'll hear me say it a few times, through hiking you just take what's in front of you. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And in this case, by not fluffing around trying to avoid rain, I've actually ended up with a great time, great experience, and finishing with nice weather. I am at 1 mile to go. Wow, 1 more mile of trail left. This is pretty cool. Sad in a way, but pretty cool. 1 more mile on this beautiful trail. And that is where the register is. I've finally done it. I have walked continuously from the Mexican border to the Canadian border, walking every step of the open and visible trail. Thank you to everyone that's helped me along the way, all the trail angels with accommodation and food and transport, and a big thanks to Mum. She had to do a whole lot more work this time, cutting a holiday short to help me out when I lost my passport and money and that. But yeah, fantastic journey. Happy to be finished, and I'll talk more in the next video. So, woohoo! So that's the monument itself there, and then this is the border marker. It's got United States. Treaty of 1846, and then Canada. And here is everyone celebrating! Woo-hoo! Woo!
Howdy, I'm Roadrunner.
Lefty from Ridgefield, Washington.
Righty.
I'm Skyrider from Czech Republic.
I'm Scoutmaster Hotlegs from the UK.
And I'm North Pole from Poland.
Welcome to Canada. Woo-hoo! Wow. Look at that! Kilometers! 12 kilometers! Not 8 miles, 12 kilometers. And it's going to be the most anticlimactic 12 kilometers, because I've achieved what I wanted. This is, yeah, everyone's taking turns having photos in different configurations. It's pretty cool.
Wait, stop. Okay.
Woo! Oh!
There she blows.
Righty, 12 kilometers, or 8 miles to go. It's funny, I'm not used to thinking in kilometers anymore. Yeah, so let's see if I can make it in time for dinner. I'm not sure where I'm gonna spend the night. I think the motel's pretty pricey, but I'll ask anyway and see. Otherwise I'll just head back up trail a little bit and put my tent up. It's not worth trying to start hitchhiking tonight, so I'll do that tomorrow after a nice big celebratory breakfast. Oh wow, woohoo! It is so good to have finished. Such an amazing journey. Yeah, the trail is everything I was hoping it was going to be. It had beautiful scenery and a lot of variety of scenery. There was wildlife, and there was a social aspect as well, which I quite enjoyed as well. Even, you know, right up to at the terminal, everyone just gets on so well. We've all got the common goal, common aim. Yeah, I'll do a summary video later on, but highlights you know, some of those passes in the Sierras, just getting to the top and then looking at the view, 360-degree views of beautiful mountains. The sort of best half days is probably equal between coming up out of Scissors Crossing near Julian with the super bloom and all the different flowers, and Goat Rocks was another pretty amazing half day, and best full day, most beautiful. It's quite hard. I need to look at my videos and refresh myself. But I guess more recently, the day coming out of Snoqualmie was just stunning. Yeah, worst moments? Very, very few. I think maybe 3 hours of the entire hike I didn't enjoy myself, and those were all on traverses in various parts of the Sierras, most of them between Mammoth and South Lake Tahoe. Yeah, but on the whole, it's just been amazing. I've been incredibly lucky as well. This year we had 0 fire closures. The only closures was a short one for the yellow-legged frogs, and then the one by Crater Lake, which was great because it forced us up onto the rim trail. Yeah, so absolutely no fire closures. I think it's been years and years since that's last happened. Camping area, food cache. Yeah, it's a big camping area. A lot of people stay at here, but I'm going to push on. It's 4 o'clock, so still a couple of hours of walking in me, if I can find the way out. Where is the trail? Just took a bit to try and find where I was meant to go. Yeah, and ooh, little bird having a drink in there. Alright, so yeah, and the social aspect was the other reason that I wanted to be on this trail, and that was, you know, the people on the trail, the other hikers who are all just amazing, had some really interesting people, interesting experiences and backgrounds, and the supporters of the trail, the trail angels, various types of trail angels, and just getting to meet normal Americans. You know, and as a whole, Americans I've come across have just been such wonderful, friendly, generous, genuine people. So that's been good, just to get to know Americans apart from American tourists and American politics. So yeah, overall, absolutely amazing experience. Yeah, so glad I did it. Glad it's finished. I'm proud of myself for doing it. Relieved that I've come through without sickness and without any injuries. I went into the hike with a knee injury I was very worried about, but yeah, I've been incredibly fortunate. Not even a twisted ankle. I think the worst thing I've had was the wasp sting, and that's a matter of some of it's experience, but there is also a matter of luck. You know, I have stumbled at times and just been lucky to where I've stumbled has been a safe place. Yeah, so I will be following up with a number of videos, a summary video, all the statistics from the trail, and gear reviews. There will be a video on a day in the life of a thru hiker and a few other things as well, so there's more to come. Been walking about 15 minutes and it started raining. Oop. So umbrellas up. That was good timing. Yeah, don't care if it rains now. I've got all the photos and video that I wanted at the monument, so rain away. Raining. An hour later, no change. Still walking along the side of the hill. Still raining. I'm actually getting more wet from the vegetation because the umbrella's protecting me from above. But yeah, this vegetation's a little overgrown in spots, and that's what's getting my rain skirt wet. And my shoes. Partially take the umbrella down to get under that. Alright. Seems to be quite a lot of climbing. Damage, but little bridges to get across, though they do look very slippery. Damage, but little bridges to get across, though they do look very slippery. So it's still raining, and I'm still on the side of the hill, but I'm on a different side of the hill now. I got about 3.5 miles to go. We're starting to get a bit wet, so I'm at the junction. You know, the junctions have got these neat little signs. Now I'm heading this way. I'm on a 4-wheel drive track. That'll be nice if I stay on that. A couple of miles later, still on the road, but I only have 2 miles to go. Woo! Okay. Off the main road now, and back onto trail. Woo! Mountain Park. So now I have a road walk to get to the lodge. Oh, yay! Off the trail, just a road walk. Whew. I think it's about half a mile of road walk. There's Lodge Restaurant. Here is where I'm staying. This is the Manning Park Resort.